Have you ever noticed your cat suddenly staring at you without blinking? Not moving, not making a sound, just watching you. Sometimes from across the room, sometimes from the hallway, sometimes from the doorway late at night, and sometimes right beside your bed while you sleep. At first, it feels harmless, maybe even funny, but the longer it continues, the stranger it begins to feel. Because your cat isn't just looking at you, your cat is studying you, watching your breathing, watching your movements, watching your reactions, and sometimes watching you when you don't even realize it. Many people believe cats stare randomly, but that is not true, because when a cat stares at you without blinking, it almost always means something important. Sometimes it means trust, sometimes curiosity, sometimes communication, and sometimes something deeper than most people ever realize. So if your cat has ever stared at you like this before, stay with me until the end of this video, because once you understand what this silent stare really means, you may never look at your cat the same way again. Cats do not waste energy without reason. In nature, every movement matters, every sound matters, and even silence has meaning. When a cat stares at something, it is focusing. Carefully, intentionally, purposefully. This becomes even more important when your cat is staring at you, because to your cat, you are not just another object in the room. You are one of the most important parts of its world. One of the first reasons your cat stares at you without blinking is trust. In the animal world, eye contact is powerful. Weak animals avoid eye contact. Scared animals avoid eye contact. Threatened animals avoid eye contact, but safe animals look directly. When your cat stares calmly at you, without fear, without hesitation, without turning away, it means your presence feels safe. And safety means trust. Many cats only allow this kind of eye contact with someone they truly feel comfortable around. So sometimes your cat is not just looking at you, your cat is trusting you. Another reason your cat stares at you without blinking is observation. Cats are natural observers. They survive by watching, learning patterns, understanding behavior, predicting movement. Your cat studies how you walk, how you sit, how you speak, how you react, even how you breathe, because prediction creates safety, and safety creates comfort. So when your cat watches you silently, it is learning about you, trying to understand what you might do next, trying to understand how you fit into its world. Sometimes your cat stares at you because it is communicating with you. Cats do not use language the way humans do. Instead, they communicate through movement, through body posture, through silence, and through eye contact. A steady stare can mean many things. It can mean your cat wants attention. It can mean your cat wants food. It can mean your cat wants comfort. And sometimes, it simply means your cat is checking if you are still nearby, because your presence matters more than you think. There is another powerful meaning behind this silent stare, and most cat owners never notice it. Sometimes, your cat stares at you because it feels emotionally connected to you. Cats may look independent, but emotionally, they form deep bonds, much deeper than people expect. When your cat watches you quietly from across the room, it may simply be checking where you are, making sure you are safe, making sure you are still there, making sure your world feels normal. Now here is something even more interesting. If your cat stares at you slowly and then blinks gently, that is not random behavior. That is one of the strongest signs of affection a cat can show. Cat behavior experts often call this the slow blink of trust. It is sometimes known as the silent cat smile. When your cat slow blinks at you, it is telling you something important. It is saying, "I feel safe with you." But sometimes your cat stares at you for another reason entirely: curiosity. Cats are naturally curious animals. They constantly observe their environment. Even the smallest changes get their attention. If you move differently one day, your cat notices. If your routine changes, your cat notices. If your mood changes, your cat notices. And sometimes your cat stares carefully just to understand what is different today. Now here is something many people do not realize. Cats are extremely sensitive to human emotions. Even when you say nothing, your cat can often sense how you feel. If you feel stressed, your cat notices. If you feel sad, your cat notices. If something feels different about you, your cat notices. And sometimes your cat is staring at you because it is trying to understand your emotional state. Sometimes it is simply checking on you. Have you ever noticed your cat staring at you from the doorway? This behavior is surprisingly common, and it has a very interesting meaning. Doorways represent boundaries, safe zones, observation points. When your cat watches you from a doorway, it is watching from a place it feels secure. From there, it can observe everything, including you, without feeling vulnerable. This is not distance, this is strategy. Now here is something even stranger. Some cats stare at their owners while they sleep. If this has ever happened to you, it may have felt a little mysterious, even a little uncomfortable. But the truth is much simpler than most people think. Your cat watches you sleep because your behavior changes during sleep. Your breathing changes, your movement changes, your awareness disappears. And your cat is simply trying to understand what is happening because sudden changes always attract the cat's attention. Sometimes cats stare because they are protecting their territory. And yes, that territory includes you. Inside your home, your cat sees itself as part of the environment's security system. It watches movement, listens carefully, observes changes, and sometimes it watches you just to make sure everything is normal. There is another emotional reason behind this behavior. Loneliness. Even independent cats sometimes feel lonely. When your cat watches you quietly from across the room, it may simply be waiting for interaction, waiting for connection, waiting for attention. Sometimes, if your cat stares with wide pupils, a tense body, and a stiff tail, it may feel unsure or nervous. Understanding the difference between relaxed staring and tense staring is very important. However, most of the time, when your cat stares calmly at you without blinking, it means something positive, something emotional, something meaningful. Your cat is not just looking at you, your cat is recognizing you, learning you, trusting you, depending on you, and sometimes loving you in its own quiet way. But here's the most surprising truth of all. Don't ignore it. Don't misunderstand it. And don't assume it means nothing. Because sometimes that silent stare is the clearest message your cat can send. A message that says, I trust you, I know you, and I feel safe with you. If your cat has ever stared at you like this before, there is a very good chance it was trying to tell you something important. So tonight, when your cat looks at you again without blinking, try something simple. Look back gently, blink slowly, and wait. Because sometimes that quiet moment becomes the strongest connection you and your cat will ever share. And if your cat has ever done this to you, tell me in the comments below. Does your cat stare at you silently from across the room, or does it watch you while you sleep? I would really love to know. And if you want to understand more hidden messages behind your cat's mysterious behavior, make sure you subscribe to this channel, because your cat may be communicating more with you than you ever imagined.